There's more knots than usual today. I'll start at the bottom. Sit still. The tugging isn't that bad. I've spent a long while observing people. I've come to understand that it's in their nature to fight against knots. There are those that simply pull through without tact, ignoring the potential harm that could come from brute forcing any given situation. What an astute observation. Nothing gets past you, it seems. Yes, I'm referring to a number of things when I say knots. We all have obstacles that can be difficult to face. But if you face it head on without thinking, then, well, that usually won't turn out very well, will it? Perhaps there is a part of me that's venting a bit from how poorly some of the other cleaners deal with danger. Or perhaps it's just a bit of late-night philosophy. Either way, it's the truth. Hold still a moment. You've certainly got a lot of hair. I, for one, couldn't imagine the maintenance you must do to keep it to such a length. That was a joke, I must admit. It's nice to have somebody around here that can relate to the monotony of keeping their hair so long. How long has it been this length? It suits you. It catches the light in such a fascinating way compared to other shades. You say you didn't always like it. Tell me why. I understand. Though, it truly is a waste of time feeling insecure about those kinds of things. Being around people so often, you hear a number of things. I wish I looked like that instead. I wish that this feature of mine was better. I wish I wasn't this way. They're all wishes at the end of the day. When you notice the things people wish about, you tend to notice that there's a whole lot of hopefulness and not as much action. I think that, given the ambition, the effort, the actions taken to pursue that wish, any one of them could be accomplished. But the amount of people who put those things forward in order to do so, well, not as many as the people who wish for things. My bad. I didn't mean to go on a tangent. I simply dislike those who aren't passionate. We're nearly there. I've gotten most of the knots out by now. Though some of these are rather pesky. They remind me of a certain cleaner with white hair. Turn your head, just a little. I want to gather the bits in the front. There you go. Good. Yes. I'll advise caution around the clip on your hair. Don't worry. There we are. All done. It feels even softer than normal today. Well, if it's all right with you, I'd like to put your hair in a bun. It helps to prevent tangling while you sleep. So, we won't have to do this again in the morning. Okay. We can do it whenever you're ready. For now, we can just sit here and enjoy the silence. This is my favorite time of night. Everyone's gone to sleep. The halls are quiet. Outside is as well. Speaking plainly, you and I are likely the only ones up right now. Or, rather, the only ones not trying to fall asleep. Silence is my favorite noise. There's a sense of serenity in it, especially in a building this large. We're all just existing. No more movement, no more stress. We just are. I try not to be so hard to read when it's just you and I. It seems that's just how I am, though. You know that. I'm still trying to fix it, I promise. So, bear with me while I do so, will you? Does it bother you? The fact that I seem to unsettle you a little bit? I'll be candid. It's been a long time since I've allowed myself to grow so close to anybody. Yes, even Delman. It's a simple fact that most men don't really bond in the same way that, say, two women would. I know some friends who couldn't even tell you my birthday, nor could I remember their favorite color. That's simply how it is. So, despite the fact I've known you for far less time, I would say you know me even more than he does. It feels odd to say aloud, yes, but I try to be honest. With you, at least. Are you doing all right? You are, but I sense there's something you're not telling me. I want you to feel relaxed in my presence, so do let me know what I can do to make that happen. I'm only saying that because I mean it. Your comfort is important to me. I wouldn't have brushed your hair if that wasn't true. So, if there is something wrong, you can tell me. I figured. You tend to get quiet when something's been sitting with you. I've noticed it in the past. You keep things bottled up until all of those pent-up emotions begin to show on your face. Oh, I'm not reprimanding you, or telling you that it's wrong to do so. In fact, I believe the fact you do so is a sign of your humanity. I probably could have phrased that better. All I mean to say is, it's completely normal to bottle things up until they boil over. That's simply part of being human. It would take a lot of mental fortitude not to do so don't beat yourself up about it. Anyway, may I finish your bun now? It is getting awfully late. Then you can wash your face and go to sleep afterwards. If your hair ends up tangled anyway, just come to my room in the morning. I'll brush it again for you. Now relax your shoulders. You're so tense. It shouldn't take any longer than 6 or 7 minutes.